Hi again. In 2nd Chronicles, chapter 27, we read about Jotham. Jotham is a good guy. He does what God wants him to do. He leads well, the people are happy, good things are happening during his time. He comes to reign when he's around 25 years old, and the Bible tells us he only reigns for 16 years, and then he passes away. That makes him fairly young when he dies. It's an interesting thing to notice because many of us have known someone who died too young. And this is a very sad thing, and it's very difficult to understand, and I certainly won't make light of that. I've had that experience myself more than once, and I'm sure I'm not alone. What occurred to me this morning, though, that I've never really thought about before, is that in the Bible, longevity is not necessarily correlated with goodness or badness or obedience to God or God's faithfulness. Here it's saying that God was faithful to Jotham, and Jotham was faithful back, and he only had about 40 years to live. I'm not sure how to read that. Is that encouraging for us, that though some of our family and friends will pass away very young, they will have led good lives? I mean, we kind of hope they've led a good life, don't we? We look back, hopefully. I think what I take from it is just this. The Bible is not surprised by the tragedies we find in our lives. The Bible is not shocked. God is not shocked. God is capable of loving, even in difficult circumstances. God is capable of making sure we're not alone, we're not isolated, even in difficult circumstances. And that when we grieve, we join with all of humanity that has many, many times had to grieve. When we grieve as Christians, though, we don't grieve as those without hope. We grieve as those with hope of a different future, a time when the young don't die, a time when the tears are dried, a time when the food is shared, a time when the guns are silenced, a time when the hate and the vitriol is done with. We look forward to those days. We're not there yet. But even in the days we are in, we can take solace and comfort in the Lord our God, who promises to be with us and to understand us and to love us. And we give God thanks for that. Amen.